Hello everyone, welcome back to another one of my Pandora videos. Thanks so much for watching my first video. I'm so surprised about how many people watched it and commented and everything. It was really cool to meet more fellow collectors and watch your videos too, so thanks so much. So as promised, you guys really wanted to for me to go over basically which charms I have and which the kind of inspiration behind them, the meanings. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get started. Alright, so my first bracelet that I started ever building was my fairy garden bracelet. So it actually is inspired by my sister who's no longer here. Just when I think of her, I always think of fairies and growing up in my mom's garden. She had a gorgeous garden, lots of flowers. So that's really the inspiration behind this bracelet. So the first charm on it is this beautiful butterfly charm. It's called the Best Friends Forever. Hopefully you can see that there. And that one's my best friend Vicky. She has the other one. So that's that one. I just got this one for Christmas. This is from my mom and dad. This is the Blooming Dahlia charm. Sorry if the focus is a little funny here. I'm new to all this filming realm. The next one I have is the Teacup and Saucer. This one's retired. I love tea. If you don't know that, or if you haven't seen my Instagram posts, I do feature a lot of tea. I'm obsessed with tea, so this one is just a must on the bracelet. And I think if I was going to have, go to a fairy garden, they'd definitely have a tea party. This one is the Forest Fairy. As soon as this one came out, I fell in love with it. I'm like, I have to get that. So my husband got it for me for my birthday, and again, it just really represents my sister and my love of fairies. That one is now retired too, which is really sad. I feel like they retired it so fast. The next one I have is the Field of Daisies, which is also retired. And then we also have the Wildflowers, which is still around and probably one of my most favorite Murano pieces. I don't know if you can kind of see it there. As we go along, we have the Rose Garden Clip, which I believe is still around. And then we're going to go into the Twice as Nice Spacer. And another one I really love is the Rose Leaf. These two are both retired. And then we have the Pixie, which as soon as I saw this charm, it just makes me think of my sister instantly. So that was one I definitely got, and she has her little heart in the center, so it always makes me think of her. Again, the Rose Leaf, these are actually, I do like symmetry, so you'll see that a lot in my bracelets, so you'll see it repeat. So these ones which I've already mentioned. The Rose Leaf, that was probably again one of my first charms I've got. It's just your classic Pandora, and I love that so much. Charms you've seen on Rippy. And then, what was this one called? This one I believe is just the Pink Flowers, and this again is actually one of the first couple charms I've got from Pandora. Sorry if it's going out of focus here. I'm trying to remember names and make sure it's on the screen for you. And then this one's more recent. I actually got this for my most recent birthday as a gift to myself. Wanted this one for a while. Hopefully you can see the details. It's so beautiful. You got the butterflies, flowers, and the little fairy in there. And this one is called the Dazzling Fairy, of course. Over here we have the oval lights and the pink. Love that pop of color. I'm really sad Pandora discontinued these ones though, because they're so beautiful and they're a great way to add color and some light shine to the bracelet. And lastly I have the Miss Hedgehog. She's all dressed up, ready to go have her tea party with the fairies. And I always love the safety chains. I just find the bracelets are much easier to put on with the safety chains. So again, I know some people are like, well, if the bracelet broke, it'd probably break somewhere in here and not at the ends, but I mostly just like it for the convenience of putting the bracelet on. And that one is, I think, the Daisy safety chain, I believe, and then it's just on the signature barrel clasp sterling silver bracelet. So that's the Fairy Garden bracelet. Alright, so the next bracelet I'm going to show you, I call it my Inner Strength bracelet, just because a lot of the charms on this bracelet are from big accomplishments I made or things that I didn't think I would achieve and amazingly I did. It's also a bracelet that I find just very calming to look at. Makes me feel relaxed and peaceful. So I'll kind of show you some of the charms on this one and we'll see what you think. So this one's the Ocean Wave. I just love this charm. It was one of those where when I looked at it, I instantly felt relaxed, soothed, comforted. It's just something so peaceful about it. The next charm I have on it is Majestic Feather. It kind of makes me think of an angel wing, and again, that kind of goes back to my sister, but also just there's so many people who are watching over me and taking care of me, which brings me to the Bible charm. This one's retired, and this one's retired too. I'm Catholic, so it's a huge part of my faith, and you'll kind of see why the angel watching over me, things like that. Just my faith is something that kind of gets me through hard times or happy times. Just something that's really important and special to me. This is I shouldn't say it's my favorite charm, but it's the first ever Pandora charm I ever got. It's the Moonstone charm, and Moonstone is probably one of my favorite stones. I've always been really attracted to it. And the time I first discovered Moonstone, I was going through a really big battle in my life. And yeah, so I just got it to kind of represent that and that accomplishment, which I was determined to achieve, but I wasn't sure if I was going to, and I was able to, which I think is awesome. The next we have geometric faucets, and I think it's opalescent, which are really beautiful. You can kind of see them there. Sorry if this thing keeps going out of focus and I'm moving all the way around. Still getting used to filming. Here we are going to move into the shimmering rose clip, the eternity spacer, and opalescent. Again, kind of out of focus, but you get it. And then we're going to go into the light as a feather, and then the heart of freedom. This one I love. I don't know if I can get it to focus, but sometimes you've got to fall before you fly. Oh my gosh, I'm doing that wrong. There we go. And then again, I love repeating the symmetry. So I have doubles of charms. This one's the Forget-Me-Not charm. I think it's a really pretty accent with that Moonstone charm. I love Forget-Me-Nots. Again, those are something in my mom's garden, but also just not to forget these accomplishments I've made, things that I've achieved. I have the Hope chest, which represents a couple of special moments in my life that I never want to forget. And this one's a cool one. One of my favorite singers is Vanessa Carlton, and I finally got to see her live. It was on my bucket list for forever. And not only did I get to see her live, I actually got to meet her, which was like the most amazing thing ever. I'll never forget that. So that's what that piano charm represents. And her music is definitely something I really relate to and look back on a lot. Then I have the Dainty Bow safety chain again, and this is on the cubic zirconia clasp sterling silver bracelet. So I'm sorry if I feel like I'm doing so bad on this focusing, but hopefully you were able to see each one. There we go. The next bracelet I'm going to show you is my Something Blue bracelet, which you also could call kind of like a Cinderella inspired bracelet, but it's actually the bracelet my husband designed for me. When we got married, it was a gift, and he surprised me with it. So it definitely has a blue theme, and I think in my last video I kind of talked about it. I actually changed the design. I never thought I would, but I changed it a little bit. But most all the charms he purchased for me for this bracelet are still on here. I've just added some or taken away some that I originally added. So to start here, we're gonna have the Happily Ever After charm. I don't know if it's gonna focus. There we go. Such a cute little guy. I'm so bad with the focusing. There we go. A little crown on the bottom. We have the Romantic Union charm, so the two rings. And then we have the Vintage Heart. He actually got me this for me for our 5-year anniversary. We've been together for 8 years now, which is crazy because this doesn't seem that long ago. But I added to this bracelet just because it went. Then we have the Midnight Everessence Murano, the Tendril clip, which is retired now. And oh, sorry, I think this one, and this one are all retired in the clip. I have, what is this guy called again? I think it's just called the Cross. I think it came out with one of the Easter or like springtime collections. Obviously we both have the same face, so we share that, and that's why it's on there. The Cinderella Muranos and Cinderella's Wish, again, really accents that something blue detail. Over here, I think it's called the Party Girl, but for me, I actually made my own wedding dress. I sewed it and designed it, pattern made it, everything. So that's what that one represents. It's a fair bit of work, but I enjoyed every minute of it. I'm so glad I did that. Over here again, the tendril grip, symmetry, midnight effervescence. This charm, like, oh my gosh, as soon as Pandora like posted photos of this, I was like, I have to have it. It's Cinderella's coach, but it is just so detailed. It's so beautiful. A little crown on the top, little hearts on the bottom. It's so pretty. This one is called Swan Embrace. I love it so much. It's just the two little swans, the heart shape, the little crowns on the top. They're cute little feet on the bottom. So cute. So it's me and my husband. We actually had a high tea wedding reception, so that's where that little teapot is. But this charm is also really cool because we both did a big move together, and this was the charm that he got me to kind of represent the big move we did together. And then this is the raindrop safety chain, and then the 14 karat gold clasp on the sterling silver. So again, yeah, that is my something blue bracelet. Very special to me, and I think it's just so sweet that he designed this for me and he picked out so many of the charms on it. Love it so much. The next two bracelets that I want to show you guys are actually my Enchanted Forest kind of themed bracelets. Originally they used to be all in the same bracelet, but I couldn't fit everything on it, so I ended up putting on two. So let me just grab this guy to show you. So this one is the double strand pearl leather bracelet, and then I have the two carved wood charms to go over, because obviously when you think of the forest, you have to have a little bit of wood in those trees. Enchanted Forest, to me, I love the outdoors. I love hiking. I love just being kind of engulfed in nature. It's kind of my favorite place to be. I feel most at peace in myself when I'm outdoors hiking or sitting and around trees and stuff. So that's kind of inspiration. And obviously I love fairy tales. If you haven't noticed, pretty much every bracelet has something to do with the fairy tale theme. So from there, with the two carved wood charms, those are both retired now. I have the open work leaves, which are right here and there. I have the forest Trinity charm, which this one's special. We live farther away from our family, so my mom came up to visit, and this one just kind of represents my husband, my mom, and I, and our adventures we did together, kind of showing her where we live, and there's a lot of outdoors and fun stuff to discover where we are, so love that one. And then this one's the family charm with the little tree, and family is really important to me, and kind of our roots, learning about families and other types of family. It's just something really special. So that's that one. So this one I usually wear with this guy, which is the other part of the bracelet, so you can kind of see them together. So this one is on the Pandora Rose clasp bracelet. Focuses kind of. So I'll kind of go over each charm. So this is the Once Upon a Time fairy tale charm, and obviously represents my love of fairy tales. This is the folklore charm. This is, again, probably one of my favorite Murano charms. It's just so beautiful and so many details. This is the bunny charm, and kind of like the little forest creatures you're going to see when you go into that forest. So cute. This is the Open Works Pandora Rose heart detail, and my husband actually got me these. I got really sick actually, I want to say like a couple months ago. Really crazy health scare thing that happened, and he ended up getting me this and the one over here to kind of just remind me how much he loves me, and just not that he has to do that, but super sweet. Then I have the pink tendril clips, which are right there. And this one's me, Precious Princess, who loves her precious prince, which is my husband. Just recently got those ones, which they're so sweet. They're so cute. This one is beautiful. Oh, what is the name of this one? Give me 1 second, guys. I think it's the Love and Appreciation heart from the Pandora Rose collection, and it's so beautiful. The details in there, just so pretty. Another 10 kept in the open work heart, and then oh, I love this one so much. This is a unicorn dangle charm, and he's just so majestic and cool. Again, this is one I got pretty much right away as soon as they released that fairy tale collection. Their fairy tale collection is probably hands down one of my favorites, and he's just so special. He does have a couple of meanings for me, just again, kind of back to kind of accomplishments I've made and like things like that. This one is actually not a Pandora charm. It's Camilla charm. My mom gave this to me before I moved away, and it's really special, and I love the colors and details. That's the only charm I have. It's not Pandora that's on my bracelets. This is a hedgehog. Hello, little cutie. This represents my best friend Hannah, but also I don't know if you guys know this. It's a Russian film about a hedgehog. We love that movie so much. It's a short film, actually. So he also represents that too. The one over here is the Locked Hearts. Such a really pretty charm. My husband gave me that for Christmas this year. And then we have the Love Connection. This is such a classic Pandora safety chain. And then yeah, on the rose bracelet. So that's all of those little guys for you to see. So this is really exciting. So if you remember from my last video, I'm like, I think I might get a bangle for Christmas. So I was correct. This is the Snowflake bangle, the special edition one they had that came out at Christmas time. Can I focus this? Yes, I can. So it's beautiful. I have the Starshine spacers there. Had to think about that for a second and kind of see. I think this is called the Sparkling or Twinkling. I think it's the Twinkling Christmas tree. So he's right there. Cute little guy. Whoops, he's falling all over the place. And then on the bangle, because snowflakes are special, unique as you are, which is beautiful. I love the bangle. I never thought I wanted to get the bangle. I wasn't sure of how I felt about it. I ended up getting one for my mom, and she loved it. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to get a bangle, see what it's about. And I love it. It's great for layering, like stacking your bracelets together. And it's so pretty. It catches so much light. So I don't know why I didn't invest in one sooner. So I'll probably get 1 or 2 more bangles eventually, because I know I have way too much Pandora. It's a problem. So that's that one. And then actually on my wrist right now, I have just like a pretty kind of 3 Murano beads, I guess you could say, different colors, which I love. We have the fascinating pink Murano, which I think is still around. We have the Butterfly Kisses. This is the pink one, but it's kind of more purple tone. And then this one is the Purple Shimmer, the lavender color. I love lavender. It's one of my favorite flowers, and I kind of want to eventually do more of a lavender themed type bracelet. So it's super pretty there. From there, I'm going to have some charms that are not on a bracelet, which I can go review with you. So, Saint Nick. I love Santa Claus. Saint Nicholas is actually one of my saint names. There's something about giving to others, humbling yourself, and remembering there's other people in the world to take care of. And just the magic of Christmas time, that feeling, and he's such a good guy for that. This one is such a sweet charm. This was given to me by I have a lot of best friends. My best friend Jessica. This is the snowman. So this charm is just amazing. We basically were sewing these little snowmen together in grade school, and it was just the funniest thing. We were being so creative, and everyone else was doing it very like black and white, what the teacher told us to do. And we gave our snowmen mustaches, we gave them like cool outfits. So that kind of represents us and how we kind of think outside the box. Love him. This one is the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which my husband got me for Christmas. I love Rudolph. I don't know if any of you watched that movie growing up, but it's such a sweet movie. So that's the little Rudolph guy. We have the Holly Murano, which has lots of gorgeous details. If we can get that to focus. Yeah. This is the ribbon of hope for breast cancer. I've definitely had a couple of people in my life affected by it. So this is a beautiful Murano just to remember them and, you know, the battles they faced. Oops, we have that little Murano falling, but it's okay. This one's the pine cone charm. I love it. I would love if they came out with just a pine cone without the bow too, because it's just so sweet, but really cute Christmas charm. So much detail. What a sweetie. Here we have, dun dun dun, the Christmas bear. My husband got me that for Christmas too, and I love that he has his Christmas sweater on. I love sweaters, and I love hats in the winter time, and he totally represents how I like to be cozy and fashionable in my little sweaters. And such a cute little guy. This is, the next one is the dangle, the graduation hat. This is retire now. I got that when I graduated my program. I studied fashion design, hence why I made my own wedding dress. So that's that little graduation cap. And then also in suit with that, I have the shears. I think they're called the Sheer Perfection. And again, that represents my love of sewing and fashion and making pretty clothing. And then the last or not, I guess, yeah, it's a retire charm. But one of my favorites is the Holy Family. You can get that into focus. Beautiful charm on the front. The only thing is it's around the back and the sides. It's kind of boring. Maybe that's why they retired it, but I love it anyway because the details of focus are so sweet. And then I guess we can go into, this is my husband's bracelet. I kind of showed it and talked about it in the other video. We have the globe, the world on it for him. He loves to travel. The cross, or the symbol of faith, I think is what it's called. That represents his faith. And then we have the Da Vinci clip on there as well. If that will focus. There we go. And then lastly, kind of you saw in the other videos, I do have the patterns of frost. So we have the earrings and I have the pendant. They're all hiding in here. And then, of course, I have the light as a feather, the earrings, beautiful. And then the necklace I ended up making from one of the earrings that I lost, which I talked about in the other video. So that is my Pandora collection. I tried not to make this too long a video. I mean, each charm does have a meaning, so I kind of skipped over a lot of the meanings just so it's not such a long video, but you can see what I have and some of the ones that are very special to me and what they represent. I did just do a Rulala order. I've never ordered off of them before, so we'll see how that goes. To get my first ever Pandora ring. It's that moonstone ring. I've wanted it forever. They had it. I missed it. I think they had it for 2 of their sales, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. And I finally caved and got it, and as well as the Frog Prince charm, which is representing something going on in my life right now, and a lavender colored bracelet, which I talked about with this pretty Murano. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Again, I'm sorry if it's kind of out of focus, and I'm so new to this filming world. I'm sure I'll get better as I go along. Oh, something else I should talk about is people were asking about my Pandora box that I got. This I actually got like a couple years ago, so I believe they had these out for the promotion. And I actually was lucky enough to buy one right after the promotion finished. And this is the medium-sized Pandora box, and this lifts up. You have more space below. It's beautiful, but I think they're really hard to get now. So I know a couple of people were asking me like, oh, where can I get one? I think the best bet would be eBay, but hopefully Pandora comes out with another collection of jewelry boxes because it's so nice. It's a beautiful way to store your jewelry and all that. Over here, a couple little Pandora ornaments I've gotten, and a little fun bag in the background. Yeah, so let me know if you have any questions. If if there's anything else you'd want to see about Pandora, I definitely do have a fair bit of knowledge about cleaning the jewelry, storing the jewelry. Actually keep them in little plastic Ziploc bags so they keep the shine. Yeah. Anyway, hope you have a lovely day. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, take care.